And welcome back out again here to King City as we get set for our third game of the night. It's number 1 seed, Stanberry Lady Bulldogs, taking on the number 8 seed, Northeast Nodaway Lady Blue Jays. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Hope you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV, including BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center with locations in Bethany and Albany, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, Johnson Controls in Albany, the Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association, H&B Bank in Stanberry, Pineview Manor in Stanberry, Fit and Gather on the Square in Stanberry, the Northeast Nodaway and Stanberry School Districts, and the Printer New Shopper located in Albany. Remember, tonight's pregame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. We'll take a quick BTC Bank pregame timeout. We'll take a look at these two teams when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. With each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by our branch today to get your Mascot Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Hogue Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Hogue Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
And welcome back out again here to King City. It's the number 1 seed Stanberry against the number 8 seed Northeast Nodaway. Again, I'm Jared Rolvis, joined along with color analyst for the evening, Mike Atkins, cameraman Brent Williams. For Northeast Nodaway, the 8 seed, they come in with a record of 0-16 on the season. They take on a Stanberry Lady Bulldogs team that comes in with a record of 13-3. These two teams have played earlier this year. It was a win for Stanberry 60-20 at Northeast Nodaway. And, Mike, we kind of expect more of the same here in this 1-8 game as well here tonight from King City.
Yeah, I really do. And it's one of those games that somebody said, is it going to be a good game? And I said, no, because if Stanberry does what they should do, it's going to be a blowout. If it's close, they haven't played very well, so no, it's not going to be a great game. But this is what you get in the first round action. We saw it earlier with the Warriors against South Holt, which
ended up being a 29-point game, probably not that close.
Oh, I thought it was 31, but anyway, it didn't.
Yes, you're right. Sorry, 31, 63-32.
And that's if that's possible. It wasn't that close. But, but this is just Stanberry just got too many weapons,
and just even look kind of like we saw in the Albany versus South Holt game. The roster size also favors the lower seed, which would be Stanberry, the 1 seed.
Well, and the sad part about it for the Blue Jays is Haley Yost, I think, is a really good player, but
Yes.
she's handicapped just by a little short of talent.
So we've seen some good things out of Blair Nelson this season, as well as their main guard. But when you're going up against the Stanberry Lady Bulldogs, we're going to see a lot of that pressure that they're going to have with Schisler on the top of that. And then we've been really impressed by Kenzie Adcock and Ellie Dias coming off the bench to go along with the rest of the host there from the Bulldogs as well.
They just don't have anybody that you don't have to guard.
Exactly.
I mean, that's a tough way to go. And it should be said, Blue Jays had a couple of other players that were good players last year that did not seniors, but made the decision not to play, and that makes it awful tough too.
We'll get set for your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups. Remember, tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri.
Starting lineup for the Lady Blue Jays. Number 10, Bernier Nelson. Number 14, Riley Williams. Number 30, Riley Stanton. Number 32, Haley Yost. And number 34, Leanna Meyer. Starting lineup for the Lady Bulldogs. Number 5, Caitlin Fitzgerald. Number 10, Lindsay Ashton. Number 12, Eva Cameron. Number 20, Avery Seaver. And number 23, Courtney Burns.
So again, those are your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups. Again, for Stanberry, it will be Caitlin Schisler, Kenzie Adcock, Eva Cameron, along with Allie Schieber and Courtney Merrigan. And for Northeast Nodaway, it'll be Blair Nelson, Miley Wilmus, Riley Skadden, Haley Yost, and Brianna Meyer. Stanberry will wear their home white uniforms, black lettering outlined in yellow. For Northeast Nodaway, they'll wear their road blue uniforms with white lettering. As we get set to tip off this game, remember to tip off your future retirement on the right track by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Blair Nelson and Caitlin Schisler will do the Smith Prudential Financial opening tip-off here tonight. I believe we've got a boys' ball here to start. Or is it a girls' ball here? I think they're checking on the ball of some sort here. Uncertain of exactly what we're waiting on here.
I think one of the officials is doing something. I have no idea.
Checking to see if the ball's okay. Both of them say it feels okay.
Let's get on with it here.
Yeah.
Too much playing around.
So inbounds in here, or doing the Smith Prudential Financial tip-off again, will be Adcock and Nelson. Sorry, Schisler and Nelson, as it'll be Cameron that comes away with it. Eva Cameron, top of the key, over to Adcock, right wing. Back up to Cameron, 2-3 zone to start here for Northeast Nodaway defensively. Cameron into the corner here for Schisler. To Adcock, right wing. Cameron, top of the key. Adcock drives. Too strong off glass. Keeps it alive up top for Cameron.
Well, what we've come to expect from Northeast Nodaway, 2-3 zone. About have to play it with the short bench.
American high post sends it in the corner here for Schieber. Adcock trying to send it to the high post there for Schisler, knocked away. Schieber up top for Cameron.
One of the advantages to playing a 2-3 or a zone is there are limited ways to be able to attack a zone.
Yes.
And so should make some of your defensive prep a little easier.
Schisler over to left wing for Cameron. Back up top for Schieber. Merrigan down to Adcock on the block. Turns around, leaves it short off iron. Schisler's shot no good, and jump ball will go to Northeast Nodaway.
But now they've got the press.
I said, and with Schisler at the top of that press, it's so hard to get an inbounds with her long arms. They get it inbounds here for Nelson. Quick pass to Meyer for Skadden. Off glass, gets the bucket and the foul.
A great start.
Can't finish off the three-point play. Tipped off of Schisler and then stolen away. Back up top here for Schisler. Adcock from just in front of the free throw line bounces out. Wilmus on the rebound. Skadden down to Nelson. Goes up, puts it up off glass for two.
Good start for the Blue Jays.
Adcock, high post for Schisler. Turns around, misses it. Merrigan keeps it alive, picked up here by Nelson.
Look up. Not now. Had somebody on a fly.
Meyer with the basketball up at the top of the key. Over the right wing for Nelson, into the corner to Wilmus. Shot from Yost from three, right wing, just misses off iron. And a foul called here against Northeast Nodaway on the rebound.
I think they're going to get Meyer for the reach.
Foul against Meyer. Meyer, her first. Dias checks in along with Tasha Stoll as Schieber and Cameron will check out. Dias drives down to the block. She is going to be called here for the travel. 4-0 Northeast Nodaway with the early lead. Not quite 3 minutes gone here in the opening quarter as Wilmus will inbounds for Nelson. To Yost. To the baseline, back out to Meyer. Her shot from three, right wing. Misses off back iron. Nelson on the putback, no good, and then Wilmus has it rejected away. Picked up here by Merrigan. Adcock drives, can't finish. Schisler on the putback, no good. And they're going to get a foul on the rebound here against Northeast Nodaway.
Well, one thing we have remarked about watching Northeast Nodaway, I think they're still looking for their first win of the season, but they have continued to compete and play. They're just a little outmanned.
Merrigan gets the inbounds, puts it up for two. That last foul went against Wilmus, her first.
Or outwomaned, I should say.
Yost can't get the shot to go, trying to keep it in play. Probably a good thing they called her out of bounds because it went right to Adcock. 4-2 Northeast Nodaway with the lead. 4.5 left to play here in the first quarter. Again, this is the Northeast Nodaway team at the Stanberry tournament. Played close with Albany for 3 quarters. As Northeast Nodaway going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, they stayed within 10 or 12 and then kind of got it blown out in the fourth quarter.
Yost will pick up her first, team's third. As Merrigan at the line for two. And her first will miss off back iron. Checking in for Northeast Nodaway here will be Piper Gray. She'll check in here for Wilmus. Second free throw attempt from Merrigan. Missed off back iron, tipped around by Schisler, puts it up and in for two.
Yep, just too long.
And Again, will tip the pass, knocked away. Stole for Schisler, and it's just out of her reach, out of bounds. Tied up at 4 with 4:05 left to play here in the first quarter. Pass goes through the hands of Meyer, picked up by Dias, takes it all the way to the right block and lays it up for 2. And a timeout going to be called here by Northeast Nodaway. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Shelter Insurance, this is Charles.
Afternoon, Charles.
Joshua?
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
You know we offer car insurance, son. What's going on?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, we're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Sant Phillips in Albany today for a free insurance review.
6-4 is the lead here in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. Halfway through the first quarter of play. Inbounding will be Piper Gray here for Northeast Nodaway. Inbounds for Meyer. And the pass picked up here by Dias as it goes out of bounds.
This looks suspiciously like the start of the South Holt Albany game.
Yes.
Where the Knights hung close for a little bit and the Warriors started to press. And it just was a roller coaster downhill after that.
Nelson drives to the block, has it partially tipped by Merrigan. Pass quickly up for Stoll. Dies to the high post for Schisler, trying to get it down to Merrigan, tipped away by Meyer.
Right idea. Good defense by Nelson.
Nelson top of the key. Into the corner to Skadden. Trying to get to Meyer, tipped out of bounds off the hands of Tasha Stoll. Allie Schieber will check in here, and Schisler will sit down with 3:26 left to play here in the first. Great inbounds for Meyer, knocked out of bounds off the hands of Stoll and Dias. Again, Gray to inbounds. Tipped away by Dias. She looks up, she has Adcock, finds her, puts it up off glass for 2. And now Stanberry on an 8-0 run as Stoll comes away with the steal. For Schieber, back into the corner to Stoll. Drives baseline. Leaves it off for Adcock. She can't finish, but will be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2. Foul is going to go against Haley Yost as she'll pick up her second. Adcock hits the first. Bristol Hicks will check in here for Yost. Second free throw from Adcock. Rolls out. Merrigan on the rebound. Puts it back up and in as she's fallen away. An 11-0 run here for Stanberry after it was Northeast Nodaway. It started on a 4-0 run. And again, Northeast Nodaway breaks that press with Skadden finishing it off.
Nice pass from
Blair Nelson.
And a great way to break the press, too, is going diagonally.
Yes.
3 passes and got a wide open layup.
Double dribble called here against Stanberry. 2:38 left to play here in the first quarter. Gray to inbounds here for Meyer.
I know you can't always do it, but sometimes if you can skip over the top.
And with the height of Stanberry's defense, it's just hard to do for Northeast Nodaway. Just don't quite have the size. As Gray again to inbounds as it's knocked out of bounds here again off of Schieber.
So then the other key is try to get a pass out of there before the trap closes.
Yes.
Or dribble your way out before the trap closes.
Long pass here for Bristol Hicks. For Skadden. To Nelson. Puts up the shot. Prayer answered as it falls in.
Might have been a little wing and a prayer.
Adcock over to left wing for Dias. Up top for Stoll, high post. Schieber tips it out to Adcock. Back up top to Stoll, dribbles inside that zone. Trying to send it out, picked up here by Meyer. Has it stolen away from behind by Dias. Adcock to bring the ball across midcourt underneath 2 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter, 11-8. Stanberry with the lead. Schieber up at the high post. Back out for Stoll, left wing three. Misses off iron, and Dias comes away with the rebound. Stoll baseline is going to be fouled and going to line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul is going to go against Blair Nelson, her first, team's 5th. As the Bulldogs in the bonus here for the final 135 of the opening quarter.
A little bit of a bailout call for Stoll. She didn't have a really good angle to get the ball up to the basket or have a real good opportunity to get it in.
She'll hit on the first. Adcock will check out as Eva Cameron checks back in. Second free throw from Stoll is good. She'll check out as Schisler will check back in. 13-8, Stanberry with the lead. It'll be Meyer to inbounds here for the Lady Blue Jays. Long pass here for Nelson, tipped by Schisler.
Good awareness by Schisler, both defensively and a nice pass on the other end.
As Schieber finishes it off. Trying to get it to Gray, tipped by Cameron. Dias too strong. Schisler there on the putback, no good. Dias comes away with it and falls to the ground and going to be called for the travel.
So the good news, they got a turnover. The bad news, you got to get it in bounds again.
That one hits off the netting as they try to get it to Hicks. Got to fix the netting, and it'll be Stanberry basketball here on the sideline.
Pretty easy.
Back to Northeast. Not. I think it's going to be Stanberry basketball. Yeah. Okay. So first I said Northeast Nodaway tried to take it out from the sidelines. That's going to be Stanberry's ball.
Because it hit the net?
Well, I think it was that the net got stuck after Stanberry came with it. That's why they...
Oh, with the steal. Okay.
Yes. Schieber, baseline, trying to send it across for Cameron. She'll have it left wing. Up top for Dias. High post for Merrigan, trying to send it in for Schisler, who puts it in off glass for 2.
Good delivery by Merrigan.
Hicks pass to Nelson. Is going to be fouled here by Merrigan.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about Schisler, and rightfully so. She's really good young freshman. Well, she's a good ball player regardless of what her age is. But Merrigan really does a lot of nice things for that team.
Wilmus will check back in here for Gray for Northeast Nodaway. Trying to get it into the corner for Hicks, stolen away by Schisler. Dias to bring the ball across midcourt here for the Lady Bulldogs. Over the left wing, Schieber trying to get down to Merrigan, stolen away here by Meyer. And then tipped out of bounds off the hands of Allie Schieber. .33 seconds remain here in the opening quarter. 17-8 is the lead. The pass to Skadden is going to go out of bounds as it's just off the mark. Checking back in. Here will be Piper Gray. She'll check in here for Meyer. Eva Cameron to inbounds. Up top for Dias. Over to Schieber on the right wing. Inside to Schisler. Has it rejected away, that time by Nelson. Wilmus trying to bring the ball across midcourt for Northeast Nodaway. Skadden. Over to the right wing for Gray. Back to Skadden, right wing. 10 seconds left to play here in the quarter. Nelson up at the high post. Gray in the corner, back to Nelson. Gray for a long 2, no good. And after 1 quarter of play, it's a 9-point Stanberry lead. 17-8, we're back to start the second when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV. If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team. Whether it's early mornings, late nights, or anything in between, Fit and Gather on the Square in Stanberry is always open, so you never miss a workout. Joining is easy. Memberships can be purchased online through the Gym Master member app or by contacting Katie at 816-262-3921. Looking for motivation and variety? Check out the class schedule in the app or on their Facebook page. With equipment for every fitness level and a welcoming community atmosphere, this is more than a gym, it's a place for wellness. Stop making excuses and start making progress. Join Fit and Gather today and get stronger together. Fit and Gather, open 24/7. Your workout, your time. 17-8 is the lead. They've got to stop things as the clock had not yet been reset to the second quarter. It will be Stanberry basketball to start out the second quarter. Lindsay Haley, Schisler, Adcock, Merrigan, and Stoll out on the floor here for Stanberry. Schisler right wing. Trying to get it down to Haley on the block, tipped out of bounds, off the hands there, Blair Nelson. Stoll to inbounds here for the Lady Bulldogs. To Schisler, who puts it in off glass for two.
One of the older zone out of bounds plays, worked to perfection.
Gray, pass to Nelson overhead, picked up here by Merrigan. For Haley, up top for Adcock. Stoll. Her shot up off glass for two. 21-8 is the Stanberry lead. Nelson gets it across midcourt, trying to find Skadden alone on the block. Her shot too strong. Hicks can't pull in the rebound.
Just so tough. They've done a marginal job. Well,
Yep.
I can't say that. They've broken the press more than I would have thought they would. They've had some and worked some chances. Now they're just falling apart on the defensive end.
As Schisler puts it in all alone from the right block.
Whenever against a zone, whenever you can make two passes and get the ball inside for an uncontested layup, that's a problem.
Yeah, and the pass goes out of bounds there to Skadden. Checking in here for the Bulldogs will be Addison Graham, as Merrigan will check out. Meyer will check back in, and she's going to check in here for Wilmus. Again, just one lone senior on this Northeast Nodaway team. As Graham sending it up top. Haley across for Schisler. Down inside, Stoll can't finish. Graham with the rebound, sends it back out to Adcock. She'll drive in and leaves it short. Graham keeps it alive. Picked up by Haley, left wing. Graham back to Haley. Her shot from three. Misses off the mark. Rebound pulled in here by Bristol Hicks. Meyer to bring it across here for the Lady Blue Jays. Bristol Hicks up at the high post. Dribbles in, has it tipped away here by Schisler. Out of bounds. And Hicks, Nelson almost picked that up before it went out of bounds, and almost out of bounds off the Lady Blue Jays.
Yost doesn't have foul trouble.
She has two.
She has two, okay.
Meyer with the basketball, has it up at the top of the key. 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. 23-8. Stanberry with the lead. High post for Hicks, for Skadden, who puts it up off glass for two.
Good back cut.
Skadden with a quick 6 points here in the ball game. Adcock into the corner for Graham. Back up top for Adcock. High post to Stoll.
I think the officials just missed an over and back.
And putting it in for two, there's Addison Graham. Meyer with the basketball. Bringing it across here for Northeast Nodaway. High post for Hicks. And Coming to force the tie up there is Stoll. Jump ball stays here with Northeast Nodaway. Blair Nelson will inbounds here for the Lady Blue Jays. 5:15 left to play in the second. DeGray tipped away, picked up by Adcock for Schisler. Too strong. Graham right behind her, cleans it up. The freshman Graham with 4 quick points here. Nelson, his pass tipped away, rolling around on the floor. And they're going to get another jump ball. This time goes to Stanberry. I think Blair Nelson might have got away with a tackle there. As Wilmus will check back in here for Skadden.
I thought Stoll might have gotten away with something too. So
Yeah.
just hard to get them all, I guess.
And Schieber will check in here for Haley. Could have also been with the loose ball, maybe.
Yeah. It just, well, nobody had it. Nobody had control of it.
Stoll's pass to Schisler, a little behind her. And they're going to get a travel called here against Stanberry before the timeout called here by the Lady Bulldogs. Wilmus will inbounds here for the Lady Blue Jays. Trying to get to Bristol Hicks, stolen away by Schisler, who puts it up and in for 2.
Boy, this looks like a carbon copy of the first girls game we had, where both teams kind of struggled offensively coming out of the blocks.
And this one out of bounds here off of Northeast Nodaway.
And now the pressure's got them right back into the flow of the game the way they'd like.
Eva Cameron will check in here for Stoll with 4:27 left to play in the second quarter. Cameron to inbounds for Schisler. Back in the corner for Cameron. Adcock right wing. Cameron trying to pass it in for Schisler, stolen away. Off the foot of Meyer, out of bounds. It'll go back to Stanberry. Adcock top of the key here for the Lady Bulldogs for Cameron, into the corner for Graham. Back up top to Adcock. Adcock top of the key. 3:54 left to play here in the second. Adcock drives, baseline, knocks it in. And a timeout called here by Northeast Nodaway. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. Not only does eating beef provide good nutrition, it supports the local economy. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to be an active part in today's agriculture. From first dates to graduations and everything in between, beef is there to help celebrate all of life's great moments. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together. Beef, it's what's for dinner. When you bank at H&B Bank, you bank with a financial institution that people trust. You also bank with an institution that handles decision-making locally. When you're in need of lending advice, turn to the bank that carries experience and compassion for every situation. With loans available for home mortgages, rural land, ag lending, and much more, you can trust that H&B Bank provides the right fit for all your needs. Come see the staff at the Stanberry branch and see how H&B Bank is making it possible. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
31-10 is the Stanberry lead. It will be Northeast Nodaway basketball coming to the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Meyer will inbounds here for the Lady Blue Jays. Ball inbounds here for Wilmus. For Yost. Back again to Meyer. And a backcourt violation called here against the Lady Blue Jays. As Dias will check back in here for Adcock.
Well, Meyer's teammates are kind of hanging her out to dry. They're not coming back to help. Take some pressure off of her.
Schieber up top for Cameron, over to the right wing to Dias. High post for Graham, has it stripped away, and a jump ball is going to stay here with Stanberry as Meyer tied her up. It'll be Cameron that'll inbounds here for the Lady Bulldogs. Inbounds for Schieber, back out to Graham, into the corner to Cameron. Trying to send it back into Schieber. Her shot off the mark, tipped around. Schisler puts it in for 2. 12 points on the night for the freshman Schisler here early in the ball game. Her team leads by 23.
And we haven't seen what else she can do.
Yeah.
It's going to be 10.
10-second violation called here against Northeast Nodaway.
Yeah, we've seen her look really good shooting a three-pointer, too.
Yeah. She'll check out as Merrigan checks back in. Ellie Dias over to the right wing for Cameron, down to Merrigan on the block. Trying to go opposite block for Dias, too strong. Rebound pulled in here by Nilsson. Wilmus right wing. Trying to get it back to Meyer. And out of bounds here off of Schieber.
Schieber might have got away with a little shove.
Wilmus to inbounds. To Nelson up at the high post. For Yost inside the paint, off the mark. Ball knocked around, picked up by Meyer. Comes back out to Wilmus. Yost with the basketball. Goes up, misses off iron. Back out to Wilmus. Her shot from 3. Knocks it down. (33-13), a 20-point Stanberry lead. Right wing for Schieber. Inside to Graham. Trying to get it to Merrigan. Tipped away by Wilmus. Picked up by Nelson. Piper Gray across to Nilsson. And they're going to get a foul called here against Merrigan. And that is going to be her second, team's first.
You know, for all the trouble that Northeast Nodaway has had against Stanberry's pressure and just their inability to stop Caitlin Schisler, but and this will sound strange, but they look a little better every time we see them.
Yeah.
They
The shot from Yost bounces out. Eva Cameron will send it over to the right wing for Dias. To the high post there to Merrigan, knocked away. Picked up again here by Nelson. As she's going to be fouled. Foul is going to go here against Allie Schieber. That'll be her first, team second. Trying to get it to Wilmus, tipped out of bounds off the hands of Dias.
You almost wonder if Byers not going, can't we at least take it out of bounds on the side? Maybe that'll.
And that's what they're going to do here as Stoll will check in here for Graham.
Somebody take off.
Trying that time as Dias about falls in here to the scorer's table in front of us. As she tips it out of bounds. As Meyer will again inbounds here for Northeast Nodaway. Inbounds to the backcourt for Gray. Brings it across midcourt. For Yost up the high post. Takes it, drives, gets the bucket and the foul. Foul will go here against Dias. It'll be her first, team's third. Yost trying to finish off the three-point play. And does. 33-16, 1:20 left to play here in the second quarter. Stoll with the basketball up at the top of the key, over for Cameron. Back up top to Dias, trying to get the high post for Merrigan, knocked away. And I think they're going to get a foul called here against the Bulldogs.
It's like what we've talked about before. Yeah, she can't go over the top of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you say, well, it's a loose ball. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything goes.
Exactly. As Schieber will pick up her second, team's fourth. Meyer will check out as Skadden checks back in for the Lady Blue Jays. Ball inbounds for Wilmus. To Yost. Back to Skadden. Gets it across midcourt. Into the corner. Piper Gray, Yost, right wing three. Just misses off the mark. Tasha Stoll comes away with the rebound. Quickly up for Schieber. Trying to get down to Merrigan, and a foul called here against Northeast Nodaway. He is going to go against Blair Nelson. It'll be her second, team's first. With 45 seconds left to play here in the half. Schisler will inbounds here for Merrigan. As Stoll will inbounds. Inbounds for Schisler. Gets the bucket and the foul.
That's the second oldest play in the book.
Yeah.
You just screen across and turn inside with the defense on your back.
Foul goes against Wilmus, her second, team second. Free throw from Schisler, missed off back iron, rebound pulled in by Gray. Gray has it knocked out of her hands, picked back up, trying to get it to Yost. Knocked around, finally picked back up by Gray. Skadden top of the key, 25 seconds left to play here in the second. Back door to Wilmus, too strong off glass.
Great
Tipped
pass
out of bounds off the hands there of Schisler.
Great pass from Skadden.
Nice cut there by Wilmus, just a little too strong.
Yeah, I think just a little lack of awareness of where she was.
Wilmus will inbounds. To Gray, left wing. Her shot for two, misses short. Skadden can't keep it alive. 35-16, 10.6 left to play here in the second. Ball inbounds for Eva Cameron to Dias. Gets it across midcourt. Dribbles inside the paint. Has it rejected away by Wilmus. And that will do it for the first half of play, 35-16. Stanberry with the lead. We're back with your Albany Hy-Vee halftime when we come back in just a moment. Remember, your halftime tonight here on Albany TV brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Albany Hy-Vee is proud to support Warrior Athletics. They're committed to serving the community with fresh food, friendly service, and strong local partnerships. Back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Pineview Manor in Stanberry has been providing kind, gentle, and compassionate care for over 40 years. Pineview Manor is a skilled nursing facility that provides care for residents requiring a certain level of medical care that can't be met through home or other community services. Pineview Manor in Stanberry features physical, occupational, and speech therapy, as well as assisted living. Pineview Manor in Stanberry. There's someplace like home.
Have you looked at Pettyjohn Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Pettyjohn Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Every achievement deserves to be celebrated, and at Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Missouri, we've got just the way to do it. From sports trophies and plaques to corporate awards and personalized gifts, we make every milestone memorable. Whether it's honoring a team, recognizing excellence, or saying thank you, Winter Circle delivers top quality awards with fast, friendly service. Celebrate success the right way. Stop by Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany. Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Hogue Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
And welcome back out again here to King City. Stanberry with the lead 35-16. Let's take a look at the stats. For Stanberry, they're shooting 16 for 31 from the field, 0 for 2 from behind the three-point arc, 3 for 7 from the free throw line. Led in scoring by Caitlin Schisler with 14 points, 5 points tonight for Kenzie Adcock, 4 points for Addison Graham, Tasha Stoll, and Courtney Merrigan. 2 points on night for Allie Schieber and Ellie Dias. For Northeast Nodaway, they're shooting 7 for 22 from the field, 1 for 4 from behind the three-point arc, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring by Riley Skadden with 6 points, 4 points for Blair Nelson, 3 points for Miley Wilmus, 3 points for Haley Yost.
Well, okay. So what we've got, about what we thought we were going to see. I thought Northeast Nodaway came out of the blocks playing pretty well. Stayed close for a little bit, and then finally the Stanberry pressure started to take its toll. A lot of steals, just inability to get the ball over the midcourt line, and against the Stanberry Lady Bulldogs defense. The one thing I would say for Northeast Nodaway, I know they haven't won a game yet, but we do think that they have improved from when we've seen them. And they just are a little bit short on talent, and it didn't help them either when Haley Yost had to go to the bench with 2 personal fouls, came back in, gotten pretty good performances, I think, from Blair Nelson. Riley Skadden's done some nice things to finish, but they find themselves on the wrong end of a 19-point halftime deficit. And when you get into these situations where a defense just overwhelms you, we saw it in the first girls game tonight with Albany and South Holt, and it always reminds me of the guy that falls off the top of a 35-story building, and as he's going down, the guy from the 20th floor balcony stuck his head out and said, he yelled, "Are you okay?" And the guy said, "So far, so good." Well, so it's going to be so far, so good, but sooner or later, you're going to hit the bottom, and I think that's what's going to happen here. I'd be surprised if we don't end up in a running clock game in the fourth quarter. From the earlier games tonight, the Albany Lady Warriors defeated South Holt girls by a score of 63-32 to win their opening round game. Albany boys, 3rd seed, played the 6th seed South Holt Knights in the second game and came away with a 10-point win. I think it was 61-51 was the final. And this brings us to this game. We're awaiting the last game of the night, which will be Northeast Nodaway boys against the Osborne Stewartsville Wildcards. Just to recap our sponsors for tonight: BTC Bank of multiple locations, Pettyjohn Auto Center in Bethany and Albany, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, Johnson Controls in Albany, the Gentry Worth County Cattlemen's Association, HNB Bank in Stanberry, Pineview Manor in Stanberry, Fit and Gather on the square in Stanberry. I did neither one of those, Fit nor Gather. Northeast Nodaway School District, the Stanberry School District, and the Printery and News Shopper in Albany, Missouri. And I'll kick it back to Jared Rolvis.
And we'll be back to start out the second half when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
35-16 is the lead here in favor of the Bulldogs. Here to start out the second half of play, it will be Northeast Nodaway basketball. Northeast Nodaway will start out with Meyer, Yost, Wilmus, Skadden, and Nelson. For Stanberry, it'll be Adcock, Schisler, Cameron, Merrigan, and Schieber.
And for what it's worth, if you come to the King City tournament, you're going to get your money's worth with a stack of popcorn.
Yes.
That's about a $10 bag at the movie theater.
It might be even more than that.
Might be more than that, yes.
Meyer sends it over to left wing here for Nelson. Into the corner with it for Skadden. Sending it across for Meyer, right wing. Back up top for Wilmus. Pass stolen away here by Adcock. Takes it and leaves it short as I think it was Skadden that kind of came up behind her and kind of
caught her by surprise. Made her miss that. Maybe got just a little bit of a bump. Good hustle by Schisler, though, to run down the offensive rebound.
Schisler with it right wing. Up top for Cameron, back over to left wing for Adcock. Trying to get it into Schisler inside the paint, can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound, goes back up, puts it in for two. The freshman with 16 in the ball game. Over to left wing with it for Nelson. Leaves it for Skadden. Meyer for Wilmus. High post to Yost. Back over to Meyer. Right wing three. Misses off back iron. Yost comes away at the rebound. Has it knocked out of her hands. Gets it back out to Meyer. Brianna Meyer, top of the key here for the Lady Blue Jays. For Nelson up the high post. Goes up strong, will be fouled. Will go to line to shoot two free throws.
I think there was going to be a foul in there somewhere.
Foul goes against Courtney Merrigan. It'll be her third, team's first. First from Nelson, misses off back iron. 21-point Stanberry lead, a minute and a half here into the third quarter of play. The second from Nelson rolls out. Eva Cameron to bring the ball across midcourt, has it up at the top of the key, right wing for Adcock. Trying to get it to Merrigan up the high post, picked off here by Meyer. And a timeout called here by Northeast Nodaway. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Shelter Insurance, this is Charles.
Afternoon, Charles.
Joshua?
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
You know we offer car insurance, son. What's going on?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, we're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Sant Phillips in Albany today for a free insurance review.
And welcome back out again here to King City. It's a 37-16 lead here in favor of Stanberry. It'll be Northeast Nodaway basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Meyer to bring the ball across midcourt here for the Lady Blue Jays. Wilmus over to Meyer, high post for Nelson. Her shot up and in for two. Adcock will bring the ball across midcourt here for the Lady Bulldogs. Over to left wing for Cameron. Back up top for Schieber. Inside for Schisler. Back out to Schieber. Adcock right wing three, misses off iron. Meyer on the rebound. Looks up for Skadden. Had to keep it alive, picked up here by Adcock. 37-18, back to a 19-point Lady Bulldog lead. Merrigan for Schisler, can't finish. Meyer with the rebound.
Yeah, just maybe a little deep. But good basketball.
The pass to Skadden goes through her hands, out of bounds. Adcock over to the right wing for Schieber, trying to get it to Merrigan at the high post. A foul going to be called here against Northeast Nodaway. It'll go against Brianna Meyer. That will be her second, team's first. Wilmus and Meyer will check out as Gray and Hicks check back in here for the Lady Blue Jays. Cameron to inbounds. for Schisler. Caught underneath the basket, can't finish from a tough angle as Hicks keeps it alive, picked up by Skadden. Hicks across for Gray. Down to Yost. Goes strong. Has it blocked by Merrigan.
Well, same thing. Yost didn't get a lot of help from her teammates
Yeah.
there.
Schieber, right wing three, drains it. And it's a 40-18 lead here for the Lady Bulldogs. Now Stanberry's kind of pulled off their full court pressure as Nelson drives through. Too strong off glass. Rebound pulled in by Caitlin Schisler.
Got a little 3-2 zone.
Cameron knocks it down from three.
Back-to-back threes will blow this open pretty quick. Well, the 3-2 zone or 1-2-2 zone, whichever you prefer, with Schisler on the point, does a lot of the same things that her on the point of the press does.
Trying to get it down to Nelson. A foul called here against Stanberry. If they put it against Merrigan, it'll be her fourth. And that's exactly who it's going to go against. That is her fourth, team second.
Schisler on the point of that zone just makes it really difficult to get the ball reversed side to side.
Dias and Stoll will check in here for Cameron and Merrigan. Meyer checks back in here for Gray for Northeast Nodaway. Hicks in the corner from three. Misses off iron. Yost on the rebound. Goes up strong, will be fouled. Will go to line to shoot two. Foul is going to go against Tasha Stoll. It'll be her first, team's third. First free throw from Yost. Rolls off to the right, no good. And the second attempt from Yost is good. 43-19, just a little over halfway through the third quarter of play. Stanberry with the lead and the basketball. Schieber, high post for Dias. Dribbles inside, puts down a little jumper from inside the paint. Pass across here for Hicks, trying to get it to Nelson. Picked off by Dias. Adcock for Stoll. Can't finish. Schisler, no good, but will be fouled on the putback. And the foul is going to go against Yost. It'll be her third, team second. Schisler will miss on the first. Wilmus will check in here for Yost with 3:19 left to play here in the third. Second from Schisler, misses off iron. Rebound pulled in by Meyer. Meyer sends it across for Skadden, for Nelson. Her shot from the baseline bounces off iron. Schisler on the rebound.
Just a little off balance.
Stoll for Dias. Is going to be fouled and is going to go to the line to shoot two. Foul is going to go against Miley Wilmus. It'll be her third, team's third as well. Dias hits the first free throw. Second free throw from Dias is good. 47-19. Stanberry with the lead. Wilmus brings ball across midcourt here for the Lady Blue Jays. Hicks, left wing, three. Can't get the shot to go. And Nelson on the putback is going to be fouled. Foul is going to go against Stoll. That'll be her second, team's fourth. Nelson will miss on the first as Addison Graham will check in here for Schieber. Hits on the second. 47-20, a 27-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Stoll, left wing three. Hits off iron, can't get it to fall. Graham pulls in the rebound on the baseline. Back up to Stoll. Right wing to Adcock. Dias inside for Schisler. Has it knocked around, but a foul going to be called against Northeast Nodaway. It'll go against Nelson. It'll be her third, team's fourth. Foul by either team will put the other team in the bonus here for the final 2:30 of the third quarter. Pass up top for Graham. Going to be run down by Graham. Gets it off here for Dias. Over to Adcock. Leaves it off for Schisler.
Great pass. Great finish.
18 on the night for the freshman.
Where Graham understands you can throw it in the back court from out of bounds.
Nelson down on the block trying to find some room. Her shot misses off the mark. Out of bounds here off of Nelson. I'm not quite certain. I guess
maybe
you don't give the foul. You give it give him the basketball as Hicks checks out, and checking back in will be Yost.
Well, I think Nelson get a little frustration maybe build up here.
Yeah. Dias left wing up top for Stoll. Over to the right wing to Adcock. Back up to Dias. Top of the key over to left wing for Stoll. Inside to Graham down on the block. Stoll from the corner three. Can't get it to fall in. Schisler on the rebound. Gets it to Stoll. No good. Dias on the putback. No good. And jump ball on the rebound will stay here with Stanberry. Timeout called here by the Lady Bulldogs. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team. Whether it's early mornings, late nights, or anything in between, Fit and Gather on the Square in Stanberry is always open, so you never miss a workout. Joining is easy. Memberships can be purchased online through the Gym Master member app or by contacting Katie at 816-262-3921. Looking for motivation and variety? Check out the class schedule in the app or on their Facebook page. With equipment for every fitness level and a welcoming community atmosphere, this is more than a gym, it's a place for wellness. Stop making excuses and start making progress. Join Fit and Gather today and get stronger together. Fit and Gather open 24/7. Your workout, your time.
49-20 is the lead here for Stanberry. They'll have the basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Into the corner, Stoll from three. Misses off iron. Graham on the rebound for Dias. Back to Dias. Her shot from three is long. Schisler on the rebound, puts it in for two.
Well, it almost looks like Stanberry's best offense tonight has been get it up off the rim and let Schisler go get the offensive rebound.
Shot from three, no good that time, off the hands there of Wilmus. Back up top for Stoll over the left wing. Adcock from three, drains it. It's a 54-20 lead here in favor of Stanberry with 45 seconds left to play here in the third. Ball tipped around, picked up here by Schisler. Stoll, top of the key. Over to the right wing for Dias. Back up top. Adcock over the left wing. Stoll down to Graham on the block. Goes up, can't get the shot to go, and Graham not able to keep it alive. Checking in here for the Bulldogs is going to be Hannah McMillan and Lindsay Haley, as Adcock and Schisler will sit with a 34-point lead here for the Bulldogs. Into the corner, Wilma shot from the corner three, knocks it down.
2 for her, isn't it?
It is.
Is that right?
Stoll with the basketball, leaves it off for Dias right wing. Hannah McMillan up the high post, back to Dias. Up top to Stoll. Over to Haley left wing. Not going to get the three off in time, doesn't count. 54-23 is the lead in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. We're back after to start the fourth quarter. We come back in a moment on Albany TV.
The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. Not only does eating beef provide good nutrition, it supports the local economy. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to be an active part in today's agriculture. From first dates to graduations and everything in between, beef is there to help celebrate all of life's great moments. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together. Beef, it's what's for dinner. When you bank at H&B Bank, you bank with a financial institution that people trust. You also bank with an institution that handles decision-making locally. When you're in need of lending advice, turn to the bank that carries experience and compassion for every situation. With loans available for home mortgages, rural land, ag lending, and much more, you can trust that H&B Bank provides the right fit for all your needs. Come see the staff at the Stanberry branch and see how H&B Bank is making it possible. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Stanberry basketball to start out the fourth quarter of play. Uncertain we've got another stoppage here to talk about to start out the fourth quarter.
Donnie's got to be the show. He wants to make the big call.
It'll be Haley as well as Stoll, Dias, McMillan, and Graham out on the floor here for the Lady Bulldogs. Up top for Dias. The left wing, Stoll, shot from three. Knocks it in. 57-23 is the lead here for the Lady Bulldogs in this running clock, fourth quarter. Nelson into the corner for Wilmus. Yost pass rejected back, picked up by Wilmus in the corner for Meyer, tipped out of bounds off the hands of Dias. For Stanberry tonight, they have already knocked down 4 threes. As Stoll comes away with the
They have
steal.
shot a bunch.
And then Dias on the putback, can't get it to go. Knocked away, picked back up by Graham for Haley. And that doesn't include, as Stoll knocks it in from the baseline, the one that Lindsay Haley hit right as the buzzer went off in that third quarter. Skadden in the corner for Wilmus. Her shot from three. Misses off back iron. Meyer on the rebound.
Rule of 3.
Yost, a tough shot on the baseline. Gets the bucket and the foul. Foul is going to go here against Hannah McMillan. It'll be her first, team's first. Schieber and Cameron will check in here for Dias and Stoll. The clock continues to run down underneath 6:20 left to play here in the fourth quarter as Yost tries to finish off the three-point play. And does. Eva Cameron to bring the ball across over to the right wing for Schieber. High post for McMillan. Inside to Graham, who puts it up off glass as she got knocked around inside. 6 points on the night for the freshman Graham. Skadden with the basketball. Into the corner to Wilmus. Up top for Nelson. To Yost. Back in the corner, Wilmus from three. Can't get it to go. Cameron on the rebound. Haley sends it across for McMillan. Trying to get it to Graham. Knocked around, and they're going to get a foul called here against Addison Graham. That is going to be her first, team second. With 5:15 left to play here in the fourth. Meyer over to left wing for Skadden. In the corner to Wilmus, back up top. Nelson, Skadden for Meyer, shot from 3. Off the mark, rebound pulled in by Graham. Schieber brings it across, has it up at the top of the key, up top for Haley. Trying to send it down to Graham, stolen away here by Nelson. Goes too strong, off glass, and a jump ball will go to Northeast Nodaway.
I'm kind of at a loss for words. I just...
It's not something you usually hear from you, Mike.
Yeah.
As Yost puts the shot up, knocks it in. 61-28, Stanberry with the lead halfway through the fourth quarter of play. Schieber with the basketball baseline. Can't get the shot to fall, comes back out to Cameron. Her shot tipped away. Picked back up by McMillan. Out to Haley, who drives in. Her shot off glass for 2. Meyer, top of the key. To the high post for Nelson. Puts it in. As Nelson, just a point shy, double digits with 9. 63-30, Stanberry with the lead, 3:24 left to play in the fourth. Cameron has it stolen away here by Meyer. Her shot bounces out. Yost on the putback for 2. It's a 31-point Lady Bulldog lead with 3:05 left to play in the fourth. McMillan up the high post, trying to get it to Graham. Stolen away again by Nelson. Up top for Yost. And she'll put it in, as that will stop the running clock if there's an out of bounds, as it's now down to a 29-point ball game. Schieber knocked off the foot there of Skadden. She'll come away with the steal. Bringing it across here is going to be Meyer. Has it on the right wing. Has it knocked out of her hands, picks it up. Up top for Nelson. 2.5 left to play in the fourth, and a foul called here against Stanberry, as they're going to put it here against Eva Cameron. That will be her second, team's third. Merrigan, Schisler, and Adcock will check back in here for the Lady Bulldogs, as Hicks will check in here for Nelson, as Haley, McMillan, and Graham will sit. Also checking in here for Northeast Nodaway will be Piper Gray, as the Nelson and Wilmus will sit here for the Lady Blue Jays.
Will that surprise you?
Yes.
Me too.
Ball tipped up, picked up here by Yost for Skadden, left wing 3. Misses off the mark, rebound picked up here by Northeast Nodaway. A foul called here against Stanberry. It'll go again against Eva Cameron. That will be her third, team's fourth. As Meyer will inbounds. Trying to get it to Hicks, knocked away by Schieber. So foul, or is going to go out of bounds here off of Northeast Nodaway, as it was touched by Lady Blue Jays before they got back established in play. Cameron with the basketball, up top for Schieber.
I would assume this lineup would be somewhat short-lived.
Merrigan left wing, trying to get it back to Adcock. And a foul called here against Northeast Nodaway. Their first here of the quarter. It'll go against Meyer. That'll be her third, as Nelson will check back in here for Hicks. And the big thing most people talk about, Mike, in a game like this, you're up 29, you bring back in some of your stuff. You don't want to get somebody hurt.
That happened to me when I lost a starter.
As Adcock puts it in.
In a blowout game, making a simple V-cut, planted his foot and broke the 5th metatarsal in his right foot, out for the year.
Skadden up top. Back to Skadden, trying to get to the high post there to Nelson, knocked around and out of bounds here off of Northeast Nodaway. 1:30 left to play here in the fourth quarter, as we're back to running clock time. 65-34, Lady Bulldogs with the lead. Adcock trying to get it to Schisler, puts it up off glass for 2. Meyer to bring the ball across midcourt for the Lady Blue Jays. Might have got away with a double dribble. Gets it to Yost down on the block. Back out to Meyer. Her shot from 3. Misses off iron. Rebound pulled in by Schieber. Up for Schisler, who puts it in for 2. Stolen Dias will check back in here for Cameron and Schieber with 44 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. Meyer, top of the key, over to left wing for Skadden. To Nelson. Trying to get it to Yost inside. Puts it up and in for 2. Yost with 15 in the ball game for the Lady Blue Jays. Adcock down to Merrigan. Up top for Dias, back to Stoll. Inside for Schisler. Puts it in. 71-36, Lady Bulldogs with the lead. Meyer trying to get to Yost, knocked around, picked up here by Stoll. And out of bounds, but that will do it. 71-36 is the final. We're back with the BTC Bank postgame. Tonight's Winner Circle player of the game when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank Mascot Debit Card. With each swipe of your Mascot Debit Card, BTC Bank donates 7.5 cents to the school represented on your card. It's a simple step you can take to have a big impact on your community at no cost to you. Stop by our branch today to get your Mascot Card and start making a difference immediately. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. Member FDIC.
And welcome back out again here to King City. It's a final tonight. Stanberry wins 71-36. Let's take a look at the stats from the ball game. For Stanberry, they shoot 31 for 62 from the field, 4 for 11 from behind the three-point arc, 5 for 11 from the free throw line. They were led in scoring tonight by Caitlin Schisler with 26 points. 10 points tonight for Kenzie Adcock. 9 points tonight for Tasha Stoll. 6 points tonight for Ellie Dias and Addison Graham. 5 points tonight for Allie Schieber. 4 points tonight for Courtney Merrigan. 3 points on the night tonight for Eva Cameron, 2 points for Lindsay Haley. For Northeast Nodaway, they shoot 15 for 45 from the field, 2 for 14 from behind the three-point arc, 4 for 8 from the free throw line. They were led in scoring by Haley Yost with 15 points, 9 points for Blair Nelson, 6 points for Miley Wilmus and Riley Skadden. Mike, our Winner Circle Trophies and Awards North player of the game, is going to go to Caitlin Schisler, finishing night with 26 points.
Well, 26 points and a whole bunch of offensive rebounds, steals, deflections. Her stat sheet would have been pretty full all the way across the board. Really the only choice tonight, I think, for the Bulldogs. Great game for Caitlin. Easy win for the Bulldogs.
We'll be back with our final game of the evening. The Osborne-Stewartsville boys, the 2 seed, taking on the number 7 seed Northeast Nodaway Blue Jays when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.